InsideThunder.com. Powered by iHeartMedia, Oklahoma City.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Despite playing the team with the worst defense in the NBA, the Thunder struggled offensively. Minnesota came into this game allowing almost 110 points a game on almost 50% shooting, but the Thunder did just enough offensively to win it 92-84. Their defense was outstanding, limiting Minnesota to just 34.1% shooting. A huge night tonight for Serge Ibaka, who had 13 points and 19 rebounds. That's just one shy of tying his career high in rebounding. Russell Westbrook led the way with 18 points, but it was a tough shooting night for Russ, 7 of 22. Also, it was a good night for Anthony Morrow and Reggie Jackson. They both had 14 points. Nick Collison came kind of close to a double-double with 7 points and 8 rebounds. Thunder desperately needed this win after 2 discouraging losses in Atlanta and in Cleveland. Afterwards, head coach Scott Brooks spoke. So did Russell Westbrook and Reggie Jackson.
Start off, it wasn't a. Thought there was a peach basket out there for a second. It wasn't a good start, but one thing I loved about the guys that we continue to fight and scrap and find ways to get stops, and that's what we did. We turned it into a straight defensive game. We wanted to play get stops, and we'd like to make some more shots, but we made it into a defensive game. A bunch of guys chipped in. Reggie was good. Dion came in, gave us a good spark off the bench. Nick was obviously good, and our bench was good tonight. Nick and then Amo, I thought they did a good job. And then Serge, 19 rebounds, 13 points, outstanding game, and he was protecting the basket with his blocks. And then Steven also I think he had 4 blocks also. So everybody chipped in. It was a defensive game. Now it's just time for us to focus on the next game.
You just realized that the shooting wasn't going to be there, and then you're going to have to grind it out.
Early, when our fans did not sit down for a while. But you know what? You have to be able to win games like this. This is not a hard game. I mean, this is not an easy game. I mean, we're on the road for 8 days and five games, coming back for a day. Now we're back on the road tomorrow. This is always a tough game. We were sluggish, but we still fought and still competed and gave us a chance to win on the defensive end. To have a team that shoot 34%, it was good defense. I thought we did a lot of good. We were protecting the basket. We might have fouled too many times, but we still did a good job of making them miss a lot of shots.
Nick Gallo, Thunder.nba.com. You touched on the bench, but can you maybe pinpoint a couple things, specific reasons why they were so effective on both ends of the floor, that second unit?
Well, they were attacking. I thought Dion did a good job of attacking. Reggie did a good job of attacking and making plays. And also Dion is, he didn't shoot the ball well tonight, but he had 5 assists. So that's one thing I noticed when we first picked him up. He's a playmaker also. He can get into the paint and kick out for our shooters, and that's what he's going to have to continue to build on with his game while he's here. And I thought he was good tonight. I thought a lot of guys really chipped in on the bench and did a good job. Amo had a lot of good looks. He made his inside 3 baskets tonight. He didn't make but 1 3, and it was a big 3. I thought that corner 3, the one on I think was reviewed one, was good.
How key was the job you did on Pekovic, specifically Steven Adams?
Very good. I thought Steven and Perk, those minutes on him were good. We tried to match those minutes together. He's a good player, man. That guy, he is a load. He gets deep position. He has a good sense of how to operate down there. There's not a lot of guys that are comfortable down low on the block, and he's one of the few in the league that can do that and score with either hand. He doesn't get off the ground, but he's a wide body, and he understands position, and he's a good player. But I thought Steven and Perk did a good job of making his touches pretty tough.
Coach, this is Will from CNN.com. As you mentioned, both Reggie Jackson and Dion Waiters played very good off the bench. So have you ever think about move one of them to the starting lineup for us?
No, I like what they bring off the bench. They're both very good players, and they're going to continue to to help us get opportunities to score off the bench. We have a good team. You know, when you have a good team, you have to have some guys who have to come off the bench, and with our guys, we can mix and match some of the lineups. But I thought they were really good tonight of creating opportunities for themselves and their teammates, and I thought it was good tonight.
Coaches, how severe is Kevin's injury, and how close was he to playing?
It's day to day. It's day to day. I mean, he came tonight. We didn't know. I didn't know he was not going to play. I knew that he had a toe injury, and then he came and tried to do some work on the court and didn't feel comfortable doing it, and made the right decision. And then we'll see how he feels tomorrow, and then go from there. We don't play until the next day after that.
Barry Trammell of the Oklahoman. Scott, at what point do you get the sense this is just a season where nothing's going to come easy? In the past years, you've had games you win easy, you play great, and no injuries, and it just seems like everything piles up. And even when you got the guys, you haven't played the way you wanted to. Is it a case of just nothing's coming easy this year, and maybe it comes together in March or April? But how do you gauge where you're at concerning that?
Well, there's definitely we've had we've had to make some adjustments on the fly, things that we didn't anticipate. And you're right, things are not coming easy. But in NBA, like I said before the game, that every season is so unique, and every season has its own storyline and own start, middle to finish, and there's no question we've had some tough moments to start. Right now I like what we've done in the middle, and hopefully we have a good finish. But I understand that the injuries are part of the game. I don't want any of our guys or their opponents to get hurt, but it's part of it. You have to adjust. We've done a good job, not a great job of adjusting, but I thought our guys have competed and put us in position to win games. We haven't won as many games as we've liked. That's just the way it is. We still have 30-something games, 38 games or so to go, and we hope to build on this good middle to have a great finish.
Anthony Morrow shooting sub 30% from three this month. Do you just not concern yourself with that because of his history, or is that concerning?
Well, like every shooter in this league, not just our shooters in this league, in the history of the game, is going to have stretches where they don't shoot the ball well. It's such a great game and such a hard game to master, and you never do as a shooter. But he's going to have a 60% February. That's the way I look at it, and that's the way shooters look at it. And I'm confident in his shot. I'm confident in the shots that he's getting. I thought he had great looks tonight, and he has to continue to work what he's done all year long, and it'll turn for him.
Anyone else? I got a question. Last one in the back. David Fontenot, News OK. You still plan on playing in New York, and how does that situation kind of go out?
As of now, we're flying out. We pushed our flight back. We're flying out a little later in the afternoon. As of right now, with no more tomorrow.
Yeah, we're moving the ball well, getting good shots. Defensively, we're locked in. I think that's a big thing for us is playing defense, each and every game.
What do you think about Serge's impact tonight, particularly on the boards?
Did a good job of. I think he altered a lot of shots as well, not just rebounding. He did a good job of playing hard and rebounding the basketball. What
kind of lift did the bench give you guys tonight? It seemed like all five of those guys played well in that second unit.
He did a good job of playing together. Kept the pace high. Got to the line. Got some transit.
You guys have played a lot.
Got some transition points, and did a great job of playing together.
You guys have played a lot without Kevin this year. In the past, you've never had to do that. It's sort of easy to when you get a deal like this. He sits out this game. Is it easy, sort of accustomed to playing without him?
No, not easy at all.
It seemed like you guys really grinded this one out. What stood out to you about the defensive effort that you guys put forth?
Just finding ways to get stopped. Shots weren't falling. It's very easy to tank and just give up. And it's probably we competed on the defense end and found ways to get easy baskets.
Your flow in that second unit on offense and defense seemed to be really nice tonight. What was working for y'all for most of the game?
Just had some pick and rolls, try to get the ball moving. Just trust the next guy to make the play and continue to be aggressive. We got some shots to fall and had some continuity tonight.
How were you able to stay ready after only 10 minutes yesterday?
I'm only going to play when I'm going in, so I don't worry about it. I just try to do the best I can whenever I'm in. Besides that, I can't control when I'm put in or taken out.
Is it just a matter of some games are going to be ugly after such a long road trip coming back and then playing the second game of back-to-back? Is that kind of the matter tonight?
Possibly, yeah. We didn't really offensively thrive the way we wanted to, but just happy that we came out with a win. Just found a way to keep fighting and pull this one out.
What more do you think this team needs, Reggie, in terms of getting to where you guys want to be?
In June, we the ones hoisting the trophy. Now solidified. That's what we need.
How do you get there?
Continue to win. Continue to win.
Reggie, Russ, and Scott Brooks in the postgame interview area. Thunder with the win, 92-84. Now, they are scheduled, of course, to play the New York Knicks on Wednesday at Madison Square Garden, and they anticipate flying out of Oklahoma City on their way to New York early tomorrow afternoon. That, of course, could change depending upon the weather situation. The NBA could end up postponing that Wednesday game either before the Thunder leave Oklahoma City or maybe after they get to New York, and a lot will depend upon the weather if the Thunder are even able to fly into New York City sometime on Tuesday. Check back with the website, and we'll, of course, keep you updated as to the situation involving that Wednesday game in New York City. But the Thunder win it on Monday night, 92-84. So keep clicking back. We'll update you at InsideThunder.com.